Cøntcast on the 2nd of November. I'm Jossie, and in the room we've got Trig.
Evening.
JK.
Hi.
And we've got Profit. We're expecting LR to join, Late Riser, and maybe a couple of others. But let's just get cracking. How have you been, lads? Trig?
No.
How was your week?
Yeah, relaxed so far. It's been a pretty good week. You know, we're going to win the League Cup into the quarterfinals. Burton at home.
You're going to take away our blanks, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I think it needed to be a Middlesbrough Burton final for there to be no blanks. But I was kind of hoping for that to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bank on Burton.
Even outside the Premier League, Pulis is still trolling us.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for next season, guys. Gonna love it.
I don't know. Is this the point where we should say something about FPL, funny or something like that, or we just fucking move on and talk about Hazard or something else? I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, let's shelve Hazard for a bit. I'll try to and ask firstly, does anyone have any burning issues or questions they want to bring to the table?
Top Mark just posted his team, actually.
I do.
Okay.
My painting fucking issue is my rank.
I'm going to take the focus off my screen permanent because that's what I was doing just a second ago. That's not great. And I will go and get TM's team and post it up. Okay, let's share this.
He's actually put something in the Cøntcast group, so
let's have a look.
Oh shit!
There we go. Right. So I've put the picture up. Has he asked a question?
Yeah. Ignoring the Hazard section.
Question.
He's talking about Hazard, but we're going to come back to that anyway. So he's debating whether he should do Mitro to Arnautovic for a hit.
Not for me.
I can't get me. I know how bad Mitrovic has been, but I cannot get my head round selling.
Yeah, it's Huddersfield.
Yeah, Huddersfield is so bad.
And the thing with Arnie as well is he definitely going to get 90 minutes?
Even if he gets 70, he can get a brace in the first half.
Yeah, he is like the focal point of that attack. They're so much better with him in the team. It's as simple as that.
I mean,
if I can't apply the hit. Sorry, Jossie.
If it were no hit, I'd say jump. But -4. He's got to score 1 goal more than Mitrovic to break even.
Really. Not even. Like, for example, look at it this way. I'm really inclined on doing it, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Mitrovic has had 0 shots in 3 game weeks or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, like 5 penalty area touches in 3 games. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I don't have the numbers in front of me. And his team is fucking shocking.
Yeah.
While Arna, his fixtures are brilliant, and he's the best player, and everything goes through him. So, look, I'm really, really keen on getting him sooner rather than later. I can see him, because also Huddersfield are really, really good at home. So, take it for what it's worth. But I don't think it's going to be an easy fixture, even though they will be playing to save Jukanovic's job.
True.
Can he not find a way now to do Wilson to Arnie if he loses Hazard?
Well, we're going to say he could, again, that was part of the question, that he could do Hazard to Mane and that would fund. But that we're looking at a -8 then, so.
But look, the thing is, everybody in this group, including myself, thinks a -8. Oh wow, it's too long. It's just like 2 players. You're comparing a hit for a hit. Yeah. Everybody's caught up on the number. It's -8 is a big hit, whatever. But like, it will be paid. I think it will be paid off if Hazard doesn't play within 2 game weeks.
Yeah. I'm going to pose that question in a little while. Actually,
yeah, we're exactly. I think ultimately we'll do Hazard at the end, so Trig can kind of do what Trig wants, whatever Trig wants to do. Go and see. Yeah, go and have a chat with the psychotic nympho or something.
Okay, so we can come back to the Hazard part of his question, but if we're just addressing Mitrovic to Arnie for a hit, I would be a no. Profit?
I would be a yes.
JK?
I would be a no because it's Huddersfield.
Yeah, and Trig?
Huddersfield at home, dude. It's a different thing.
I would be a no because it could easily backfire. And Mitrovic, I've said, if Mitrovic scores against Huddersfield, I'll bench him against Liverpool and play him at home to Southampton. I think Fulham's fortunes could easily change.
Not a bad point. I mean, I'm so set on getting rid of Mitrovic, but how good was he at the start of the season? We know he's a good player.
Well, yeah, it's a good point because these first 3 games he was having all the shots. He was getting involved. He was making his own chances. Something's happened. They've just really gone off the boil. And if he can get back to having 4 or 5 shots every game, then he's worth having for his price. And people forget as well that Fulham, as bad as they are at the back, it was only against Bournemouth that they failed to score. They've been scoring goals in every other game. Fair enough, they've been losing, but they've at least been attacking and scoring goals.
Also, keep in
they've blanked 4 games this season.
I think everybody expects too much of Mitrovic. You're breaking up, JK.
Oh yeah, true, but I mean, City is City. Everyone blanks again.
Yeah, okay, City will give them.
But look,
Palace was the opening game when they should have scored. When they had all of the playing should have scored. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm just thinking of reasons to keep Mitro, really.
I'll tell you what. Everybody here thinks Mitrovic should match, I don't know, Kunz of this world or whatever. He's at best, and I'm a big fan of him as a player. He developed a lot, but he at best is a 15-goal striker at the moment. At best. And
I'm not playing for a great team.
And with 15 goals, it's okay that he goes off the boil for 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Then when he starts firing, then when you bring him
from
in.
From an FPL perspective, the trick is to jump on and off those strikers in the periods of form, and right now Mitchell doesn't have any.
And that's why I'm for a yes. And as I said, Huddersfield at home are actually a very decent side statistically.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Yeah,
I'm really excited to have an hour in my team this week. I'm really. Don't let me down this week.
I guess that's the thing. The way I look at it, if you haven't got Arnie, there's an obvious move to be made. I guess the real issue is if you have Arnie and you have Mitrovic, where do you go with Mitrovic?
Nowhere. Just keep him.
Here's the point then. I'll just get to the table whilst we're on this subject. And it's only about next week. And who knows, Mitrovic goes and gets a brace this weekend and I change my mind. But it's really crossing my mind that if Mitrovic blanks again in the third of his easy fixtures, that I might go Mitro to Wilson, which I know Wilson's fixtures don't beg jumping on, but he's just delivering at the moment. What's everyone's thoughts on that?
So I actually wrote about Bournemouth literally last Wednesday night, and one of the things I found within my research is their record against the big teams is horrific.
Mm-hmm.
I think something like 35 games, 4 wins, 4 draws, 27 defeats. They've scored 25. They've conceded 95.
The conceded bit doesn't bother you, okay? else known it.
So basically, almost a goal a game.
Not it
And
well.
concede 3 a
Yeah,
game.
they're pretty. So then it becomes a question: if you back them to score, how much do you back their one goal to come from Wilson?
Not that much, to be honest, because they've got goals from all over.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm shipping Frazier, because I'm looking at the fixtures as well. Even though he can deliver in any and all of those, is because his fixtures are really, really shit. If you look at Newcastle at home, good defensively, even though they're an awful team with an awful manager.
Yeah, they can't score, but they don't concede many.
Yes. Then you have City, Arsenal at home. Then you have you have Wolves away, and then you have the only good fixture is like Brighton at home in like 8 game weeks.
Yeah, you can jump back on then.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I think that it's the right time to ditch assets from Bournemouth.
Yeah, I got off for it.
Yeah, that
The
Newcastle
only reason I was
away, they've got Huddersfield at home in 15. Maybe is probably there.
Yeah, Huddersfield at home, that's fine. And
Huddersfield
Brighton
at home, so it's United at home, Newcastle away, Arsenal home, City away, Huddersfield home, Liverpool home, Wolves away, Brighton home, Spurs United away. So probably 2 out of those 10 games, you'd maybe want Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And any and all Bournemouth assets. That's why I'm really keen on shipping Frazier to Murphy this week.
Okay,
before
so
the podcast.
the community saying is wind your neck in, Jossie. It's a fucking stupid idea.
No, I mean, the idea of selling Mitrovic is crossing my mind, particularly if he don't look good on Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced Wilson is the best guy, but I'm not sure who is. Murray potentially, Brighton aren't great away.
Tell you what my initial thoughts were before I got onto the maybe I'll buy Wilson. And this might be so short. It was to jump on Success and then upgrade Hoberg to a better midfielder.
Don't. I was thinking about getting Success, but no.
The issue with Success is called Troy Deeney.
It's all not being nailed. And do you really want to have?
He's going to be third sub, but
you weak
and
your
to be
bench.
honest, yeah, if he
I'm still looking at Iheanacho, but I mean the guy's got 1 goal all season.
Yeah, I was looking at him, but no, not as well. I would be looking at Ings possibly.
So maybe the option is Jimenez. Because we're talking Huddersfield and Cardiff back to back.
But he's been so dry. He hasn't done fuck all.
This is the problem. None of the options below Mitro are exactly
Ings
filling
can
in
be
the
an option.
Let's say a month and a half ago,
Ings.
so 6 million.
Ings has got horrific fixtures.
Ings.
Fixtures are horrific.
They are. Fixtures wise,
Southampton. When was the last time Southampton actually scored a goal?
2012.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They haven't scored in 5 games.
But isn't it funny?
Nobody, not a single Southampton player has scored in 5 games.
Isn't it funny that a month ago we were like overloaded with £6 million strikers who were scoring for fun, and we were like, let's just go value up front and stick it all the hype.
That's the way these things work. Because the strikers at that price are always going to go through little peaks and troughs of form. It just happened that they all seem to hit their peak of form at the exact same time, rather than being normally you get an alternative, you can jump off one and onto another. They all seem to be hit form at the same time and then drop form at the same time.
Well, that is Pirlo's pen strike force now, isn't it? Budget strikers.
Yeah, he got like Success, Jimenez and Arnie, I think.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It's horrific. Bear in mind, I'm playing you in the Champions League this week, so it's going to be embarrassing if I lose.
I have an easy fixture in Champions League, though, so I'm fine.
Let's have a look. Okay, so JK, you put your team up.
Yeah, but
You'd like
the
to
reason
discuss-
I put my team up is for later on when we come to the Hazard discussion, because I've already made
okay.
some moves. So it's just there
How
as a
about
point
you?
of reference.
Justin, can you pull my team up?
I can indeed. Give me just
Yeah,
a
but like
moment.
you have to scroll for like 2 days in the league to find me. Like scroll, scroll,
Can you
scroll,
not
and
just
then
post it in the group?
Old school. I can't.
keep scrolling,
Page
dude.
2. Wait,
Page
there we
five.
go.
Page five.
The only thing I've just seen,
Here we
Phil Dagger's just put in the wrong chat that Shirley's confirmed Mitrovic is on penalties.
Which was known.
Ooh.
Which
We
was
always
known. Anyway.
suspected, but we never knew because they've not had one.
Because they're never in the box, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, no, because bearing in mind that there's Kenny who was on pens, but
But look, the fucking no one goes in the box for Fulham. Schuler shoots from like half wheel.
yeah, Shirley just shoots when he sees the goal.
Even when he doesn't
4
see
yards
it.
out.
So what do you guys think here?
Trig also not only. We pissed Trig off. All right. Everything's
No,
gone
he's
haywire.
having technical issues. Yeah.
It's 1.3.
Right. Here's your team, Prof.
Yeah, 1.3, 2 freeze.
Have you made a move yet?
Nope.
Okay,
Two
so
frees,
Sjöberg's fit, so that's a start. That's one player you've got back.
Yeah, I mean, are you tempted to lose Fraser this week?
Yes.
Who have you got an eye on, though?
Murphy, I think.
Okay. So, as a Chelsea cunt, not interested in Barkley?
Nope. And
Okay.
the reason why I'm not is I didn't like he played really well, but his goal was like he doesn't go in the box. He's
No,
never
true.
in the fucking box. So
Apart from that
like,
equaliser at Stamford Bridge in the 96th minute.
yeah.
You're good. Okay.
Never in the fucking box. And he could get like a random assist, plays it to someone like he did to Villian, and then he shoots and scores. But I don't know. I don't think.
You're not Barkley.
Yeah, I'm not going to be jumping on him.
So Murphy, then what does that, have you got one free transfer, have you?
2. I have 2 and 1.3 in the bank.
Okay. So if you get Murphy, you're saving what, about
2.5,
Under a mil.
2.3, whatever.
1.3?
2.3, yeah.
Oh, shit, 2.3 spends.
Okay, so Fraser sells for 5.8 for you.
5.8, yeah.
Do you have
Yeah,
him
it's another million. Yeah, are you tempted by the Hazard to Sterling move with your other 3?
Yeah. Very, very tempted.
Or Hazard to Mane, either one, to be honest.
Either one. But like, this is what I was thinking. I really think Fabianski is going to outscore Patricio in the next 10.
Me
Take a
too.
hit.
I'm
That's what I'm
taking
thinking.
a hit for Fab.
The Burnley goalkeepers in the last 2 seasons have proved that taking a hit for a goalkeeper is not the taboo it should be, doesn't deserve the taboo it has. If you're making a long-term move,
I think that my thinking now is whether I want a perma play Fabianski or do I want Button to Fabianski.
For me, Button to Fabianski, because Patricio to come back in when his fixtures, like when he's got Huddersfield and is it Cardiff back to back?
Yeah.
You'd want him in then.
Yeah, and one of those a week, for example, Fabianski has City.
Yeah, for Huddersfield at home for Wolves.
Yeah, so I'd be playing, if you have Patricio and Fabianski, it's one of those, you're clearly going to play the guy at home to Huddersfield rather than the guy playing City.
Yeah, so I can push 0.5 there. Then I can push Fraser to Murphy and take a hit for Azar to Sterling or Fabianski, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that means I keep Mitrovic and Jimenez. I'm really inclined to ship Mitrovic for Arnie for another hit.
To get Arnie in.
Why Mitrovic went over Jimenez?
Because he's just too fucking cheap. And what am I going to do with Mitrovic in next game week?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't fancy him against us.
No.
Yeah, I'll play 4-4-2. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think they're all.
I like that.
Moves.
So you've got multiple moves there. It's your priorities. And I think Fabianski's worth getting in this week. A couple of guys have said, look, it's not a priority move, that. But Patrizio might do okay against Spurs, but I don't see it.
I can see Patrizio with 4 points.
Pardon?
I can see Patrizio coming in with 4 points.
Yeah, possibly. Get some saves.
The main thing is, like, I'm really looking at -8. Arnautovic, Sterling, Fabianski, and Murphy.
Again, I think it could pay off. I'm not sure how much you expect from Murphy, but if you don't necessarily need him on a regular basis, it's not the worst idea.
The thing is, I can ship Højbjerg for Murphy and then just play Fraser.
Yeah. Sterling excites me this week.
I think it's going to be Sterling captain.
Sorry?
I think I'm going to captain Sterling if I get him in.
To be honest, yeah, it's a good show.
I think I would if I can't afford to get him in. Otherwise, I'd be doing that. I'd be on that move in a heartbeat because I do. Sterling is far more likely to get 90 than Aguero is.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I think as well.
And can you imagine the abuse I'd get if I captain Sterling again?
You already know what difference does it make?
And ship sailed.
Yeah, I'll mull it over. We can move on, even though we didn't decide anything.
I mean, for what it's worth, I like the moves. It's how confident you are that binning Hazard isn't a bad idea. Because I mean, Everton looked to have improved defensively. In all honesty,
Don't know yet.
So I think the other one, I'd probably try and get Fabianski in. So yeah, but I can see the logic of Fraser out. Sjoberg's probably cheap enough. I wouldn't even think about him.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why I'm keen on Murphy this game week. Because it's going to be a very, very emotional game for Leicester City players. And I don't think they're going to be focusing on defense as much.
Yeah, I think it could be one of them. They're going to go out and just try and entertain.
Yep. That's what I think. That's what I really think. And I think the game is going to be like 3-2, 2-2, whatever, 2-3, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah.
I agree. I've got high hopes for Maddison this week.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, same. Cool.
Do it. All right, mate.
So you guys want to talk? You guys want to talk?
We've got the fucking Rat.
Yeah, we've got the Rat King.
Oh, fuck him.
Okay, so we look at his team. I reckon he sells Aguero and he brings in fucking
Success.
Fucking Jimenez.
Success.
Yeah. No, honestly, what a twat. He's got such a nice team. To be honest, I'm not keen on Hennessy Patricio.
I'm wondering if you should do Hazard to Salah. I wonder if he can afford it, but if he's got 2 frees,
he can't.
I'd be tempted to try and do Hazard to Salah.
He's got to do a downgrade somewhere.
Yeah, he's got another free.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So,
for somebody,
his defense is cheapest.
Yeah, That's how how he's got that attack, because he's got like he's only got Alonso who's worth any money in that defense.
The only way. So let's see how much money he needs to generate.
I wouldn't. All I would do.
Generate $1 million.
All I would do is Hennessy to Fabianski. That's all I would do with this team and roll.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, probably just that. Roll the other one. Maybe consider Trent to Robertson, but I'm not sure I'd do that this week. Not worth
no
it.
reason to.
Yeah, no, I agree. Done. All right, Bo's done. We love you, Bo.
No,
Love the dogs more, though.
Next up, we have Pirlo's pen.
Look at that strike force. Look at it.
Talk about this. That's disgusting. Excuse me, I'm going to get a sick bucket. One sec.
It's horrific.
It's a nice midfield. It's a lovely midfield.
Yeah, but that strike force is just vomit inducing.
Yeah, it's shocking. I've got nowhere. The problem for me, I don't like the fact. So we talked about before. Success is an accident waiting to happen. If he's third sub, all well and good. But if he's third sub, then you're playing Kennedy every week, or you're playing 4 at the back. And
no. This is just a no. This is a no for me.
But
whatever he's fucking.
I mean, I'm wondering who's he bringing in. I think he said it was Trent he was taking out to put Alonso in.
Okay. Which frees up the space for Mane.
Yeah.
That's Hazard going for Mane, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's Hazard going for Mane. But and it looks like success is the key moving. But who the hell's who's he got in there now?
Jimenez, maybe?
I think it might be Jimenez, yeah.
Yeah, it's Jimenez. You mentioned him before.
So TFS.
I don't know.
TFS
I don't think there's any
massive post on FFS about Hazard.
Who's done a post?
TFS just done some massive thing on. I'm just going to put it in the Cøntcast group so you can share it in a bit. So.
Okay.
I'm back, guys. By the way, sorry about that.
You better bring a sick bucket. We're just testing Pirlo's pen strike force.
Jossie, now you tell Sid what you said about him.
Bad.
Sorry?
Jossie, tell it to his face what you said about him a couple of minutes ago. Go on. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Talk shit to him now. Talk shit to him
under the bus, man.
This is you can watch it back, Trick. Find out.
I know you can watch it back and have some.
Yeah. So, in case you wouldn't think, Pirlo's pen's potential strike force is Arnie Mitrovic's success.
Thing is, it was bad. He had 2 free transfers, and he somehow made it worse. Don't understand how he's done it.
Because he's trying to do Trent to Alonso, and that's like taking his entire budget.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, well, he's like in his defense. What else can he do? Because he hasn't got enough to get an Aguero or even like any kind of decent striker. So
I don't know why he's not doing that. If he's got Hazard, why does he not try and take that money out of his midfield and turn that cheap striker into Aguero?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, he could do that. You're right.
I like TFF's post,
Yeah, what do we make? I'm just going to ask, what do we make of it?
So he's basically saying, look, last time he said he's probably ready for 50, 60 minutes. The guy nearly played a full game. And considering the fact that Hazard has already at the start of the season come off the bench and got 2 assists in 2 games, he can easily come on and score something. So do I want to be taking a -4 to lose him when I probably want him for Everton? Do I just gamble, roll the dice that he's okay?
Also, one
Trick,
thing
you've
to
walked
know.
into Hazard's chat. I just realised.
Sorry?
Yeah.
We
Also,
should have. While Trick was away.
think about this, Jossie. Think about this with
Yeah.
Hazard. One of the things is he hasn't played in what 2 weeks now,
Yeah.
Very fresh.
and you know he hasn't played in 2 weeks. His form was awesome, but whatever it is, like 2 weeks without a competitive game, you know, I just see it as a high risk, high value, and I think Sterling this week is a fucking beast.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's briefly talk about my team then, if we may.
Oh,
Um,
I gotta
Is
go,
anything
boys.
brief with your teams, Joss?
sorry, let
I
me
gotta
decide
go.
which team we're talking.
I gotta go.
Hey, thank God for that. I'm not going to get any of your advice. All right, boys. So this is my team, and it's fucking awesome. But hey, look at that. They've took the flag off him. Isn't that weird? Well, I
No,
suppose
because
he
he's fit.
says he's ready to play.
He's fit. He's fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not injured. That's the thing. Sarri said he's fit to play. He just doesn't know how long for.
Well, fair enough. Okay, so let's scratch that. I'm now flagless.
I would save.
You would save.
Yeah. Either
Okay,
save
well, I'm
or
anyway
just
for a hit.
Fabianski.
Yeah, and by the way, yeah, Sjoberg should be on flag because Caesar said he's fit. So yeah.
Dude,
So
it's
my
just
question:
Fabianski and that's it.
would you not consider the potential risk of Hazard and say, look, I can get Sterling in this week. I can move him to Mane next week for the Fulham game. Is it too many one week punts?
Yeah.
I'd have to take it for Hazard to Sterling though.
I would just rather do Fabianski.
Fine.
Oh,
To be fair, that's what I wanted to do.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Oh my
Ryder.
God.
Hello.
How's it going?
By the way,
up?
guys, speaking about easy Champions League matches, this is my adversary. Or so-called adversary.
It's all right,
United v Chelsea Part 2.
Speaking
I've
of
given
easy
you
matches,
I'm on a -8, so you got a nice start there. Anyway,
yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna be joining you as well. I want to play on the
yeah,
even field.
all right. Let's do this.
Let's get your view on this then while you just walked in. This is my team you're looking at.
No, before that, have we discussed JK's look?
No.
Well, the lack of a
Oh,
beard.
oh my God, brilliant! I love it.
The beard is gone.
Yeah, but the glasses are brilliant.
He needs glasses to see where the fuck I am in rank because I'm that fucking far away.
Yeah, I can't see that far down, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why he needs
Uh,
glasses. Shit.
So we're happy
All right,
with
Okay, yeah, so this
All
is
right,
just
LR.
you were looking at. So you moved Fraser for Barkley, didn't you?
Yeah, I did Fraser for Barkley. Done it nice and early. Got 2 rises out of him, and I'm happy. I think he's going to do well this week. I'm definitely going to lose heart and bring Fabianski in. So there's
That's
a
it.
-4.
That's all.
My
That's
question
all.
is,
No.
I know, but I'm asking a new pair of eyes. Do you see any value because of this Hazard
No.
doubt in bringing a Sterling in or a Mane in for the next couple of games?
nah, he's a season keeper. Closest thing to season keeper this season.
Who?
Hazard. I wouldn't lose him. He's in top form. Chelsea's in good form. It's a stupid move. You'll want him back in 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry, see, yeah. For some reason, I keep back and I'm okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm tempted by Sterling.
Just one back to my original plan. I am tempted by Sterling, but it's a 1 week move, isn't it?
Not
Okay.
really. Sterling has 2 really easy games coming up.
But do you think Sane is going to sit on the bench for all these games? My only worry is that Mendy's not going anywhere. Mahrez is pushing for a start. And Sane is not going to sit at all times. So I'm not sure he's exactly nailed. He's great as an asset, but like he's not as nailed as Hazard. And I don't think when both are starting, there's much between them.
No.
I'm telling you, like Sterling has two prime fixtures coming up, like two prime ones, and
He's going
I
to get
think he could
pocketed
be.
by Ashley Young this week. It's fine. Just like
To be
Hazard
honest,
was.
Prophet, we're talking about Hazard versus Everton. We know what Hazard can do to Everton.
Yeah, and we know what Sterling can do to Man U defense as well.
Really?
Fine, he'll get pocketed by Ashley Young just like Hazard did.
Oh, I'm going to step
Possibly.
away from my Dubai
Possibly.
Reds. Wait, not my Dubai, my team. Let's have a look what's next up.
Shall we do mine then, since it's there? And we haven't done it yet.
Have we not done you yet? Okay.
No,
Let's
that's
do
come.
Shake. Boom. We did. We said we'd come back to it. So,
Yeah.
Sol and Vinaigrette.
Oh,
Talk us
shit.
through it, JK.
So I did a -4 at the start of the week because Mendy was about to rise. So I took out Fraser and Hollebass, and I brought in Mendy. I only had 4.5 to spend, so I took the punt on Diangana, thinking he's the best of the bunch at that price bracket. At least he's attacking.
How much is he?
4.5.
Not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad.
So a lot of the West Ham fans think right now on current form, he has to start. So that's where I'm at. So again, the whole question is Hazard or not Hazard?
No. Well,
Prophet,
I'm looking at Prophet laughing for no reason. Why are you laughing, Prop?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, shit!
You saw Diangana and started laughing. That's what it was.
You're fucking worse than me, dude. And that's a fucking accomplishment.
no,
Okay,
JK,
so
I
what's
wouldn't
the
make that move.
So yes, I'm on -4. So it's a question of would you keep Hazard?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, because you have.
If he assists early this week, it's me who'll have the last laugh, bro.
Look. I wish he scores 17 goals against Burnley. Like, I really do. Fucking hope that happens.
I never claimed it was a smart move. It was all I could afford. It was him or Camarasa.
Camarasa.
honestly, JK. And Pilo's pen said earlier that you are okay for budget. I beg to differ.
That's zero. I have zero in the bank with that team.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But Doherty is a viable starting player.
Exactly.
Probably more viable than Garner.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping we might get some news because, again, I'm prepared to gamble. If he starts against Burnley, I'm prepared to gamble he could get something.
Oh yeah, start Jaeger. He's going to start this week for sure. He had a really good game midweek against Spurs. That's what Top Marks mentioned.
Yeah, and I spoke to a mate of mine who's a West Ham fan who also went, and he said the same thing.
I heard that he's really good at throw-ins on the sideline because that's where he fucking hugs the line.
Yeah, he can ping crosses onto Arnie's head. It's fine.
Yeah, I can fucking I heard that. Like, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't push this pro. He's in good form at the moment. And like Yarmolenko's injured, so he's competing with Chicharito, who's been crap, and the other guy Anderson's been shit too. So
well, Anderson's on the other wing anyway. So
no, but look, like this guy is the a punt. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about the fucking Diagana punt. He could grab something. Anyway, let's move on.
That's what my moves were. That's what my moves were, and I gave my reasons for it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, which is fine.
So my question is that okay as it is? Because I can't afford. I have 0 in the bank, so I can't do Hazard to Sterling anyway. So it would have to be Hazard and 4 points, or Mane, or
Got a hold
No,
then,
no,
haven't you?
I wouldn't do that
wouldn't
move,
do it, to
JK.
be honest, yeah.
all right.
Coming from late riser who has done some shaky moves.
Yeah. I like them, actually. I feel good about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to talk us through your team? Have you pinned it up? Oh, we got the Froggy. Let's do Froggy while he's there. Have we done
By
Froggy?
the
Hold on,
way,
let's
boys, I have to run. I have 3%
Someone's
battery
actually
left.
bothered to turn up, so we'll go and check his team. How far
I'm
do I?
gonna piss off, boys. Gonna
Who?
fucking do some.
Who talking late riser?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
see his team.
This is last week's anyway.
I don't think.
So,
I put the screenshot. Hold up.
I'll see you
Yeah.
guys. I have to bounce.
Is Panel
See you
going to
later,
get a
Tigger.
screenshot?
So,
I've never
Yeah.
been called him Panel. That's got to be a first. Oh, is he gone? Did
yeah,
he
he
just
just
say
said
goodbye?
he said he had to go.
yeah, a 3% battery.
Ah. Peace and
So
quiet
late
at
riser
last.
could bring us a screenshot of his team.
Okay.
We've got that,
Great.
and we've got
Right, that's it.
Froggy.
So, late riser's gone to get a screenshot.
Yeah, he's gone to put a screenshot to screw us his actual team.
I'm here.
Okay.
Back.
I'd already put your team up. Oh, mind you, no, because we'll see
Put
your
it in the
actual
wrong
team.
chat. Yeah,
Jeez.
it's in the wrong chat, not in the
Yeah.
Cøntcast group.
That's
Oops.
very apt. It is the wrong chat. Never mind,
Shit.
mate. It's all right. This is your team now. With what changes have you made? How much money you got in the bank? What have you got left?
I've already made that.
You're breaking up quite badly there, late riser.
Yeah, not in the word you said.
Sorry.
Go on, you're okay now. What you start again? How much you got in the bank? And how many free transfers?
I've made my moves. This is my team after my -8.
-8.
I did Alonso, Lacazette, and Richarlison to Mane, Arnautovic, and Mendy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice
want to change
team.
up my structure.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with 2 big defenders instead of 3, which everybody else is going with, because I think Doherty and Yedlin offer enough value to not need a third and big defender up there.
Yeah,
And
I'm still weighing up Alonso myself. I'm giving it a couple of weeks, but I'm inclined to lose him at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose Alonso, but there was no way to fund this move otherwise. So that's the move I made.
The big problem I've got at the moment with this holy trinity of defenders, Mendy, Robertson, Alonso, you can get a lot of value in cashing them in and downgrading to some of the really good, like maybe Duffy or Doherty. But
Balbuena, the West Ham.
West Ham, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's terrifying selling any one of those players because you know any one of them you could sell and they'll get 10 points at the weekend.
I don't think Mendy's ever got below 4 this season.
No.
But I just see a lot of upside in Mane. And I didn't want to come.
I'm scared about not having Mane for Fulham. That's my biggest fear. That's why this Hazard doubt made me think, ooh, can I get Mane in now? That was what was prompting me to think about a little hit. But Hazard v Palace, Hazard v Everton. Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually looking at Alonso's fixtures as we speak. I'm wondering if there's some way I can get 2 Mane from Alonso, but I don't think so.
Can you do Alonso to Balbuena and then what's your midfield?
I'm maxed out on West Ham.
That sucks.
Good old Diangana.
I'm
I've got
triple
Fabianski, Diangana, and Arnautovic.
Wow.
No, I'd have to take a -8 because realistically, I've got Hazard and Salah, so I'd need to probably move Richarlison. So I'd need about 3 million.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Have to
just
be honest,
look at it
triple
next week.
up on West Ham right now is not a bad idea. Really not.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that most people would have a triple up that includes Diangana.
No, possibly not.
I like the punt though, JK. I think it's a good punt, like at 4.5.
Absolutely. It is, to be honest. I mean, I'm
fact,
taking the piss.
Ownership
And it's a little bit of
0.0%.
price
I mean, there's differentials and there's differentials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of price bias, because to be honest, like you say, LR, he's playing an attacking role, and there's injuries. He's probably going to keep that spot. So,
I mean, the West Ham fans I've spoken to right now say it's his spot to lose.
yeah. And you said that about Hart, and you were right. Just wish I'd have fucking bought him.
For a hit.
But
To bench him.
Jossie, if you can pull up Hazard's stats or his scores this season, I just want to tell you that when he started, I think out of all the games that he started, he's not returned once, if I remember correctly.
He blanked once.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that's
one
the
blank.
that's the kind of form he's in. And I just because he was injured last week, I think.
Oh no, twice because he blanked against us.
Yes, twice. I mean, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
of course, the blank against West Ham was inevitable because everyone jumped on after the hat trick.
Exactly.
So that blank was kind of inevitable.
And
That
he's
was
looking
the
great.
post fixture like I did last time. Only last time I was selling, as many of us were, Sanchez, who went on to get a hat trick against West Ham. So that was a nice move.
Yeah, exactly. And Chelsea looked great last game. Like Morata seems to have found some form as well.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights and he had like an unbelievable amount of chances, and I think that's going to continue with Chelsea this season.
I don't know about else, but my team looks terrific when next week rolls around. Take out my West Ham trio and it's looking a bit iffy. And Salah.
What, just fixture-wise?
Yeah. If you actually look at the fixtures for Game for most of the assets people have got. For example, you've got Wolves away at Arsenal. You've got, say, Chelsea playing Everton. You've got the derby, obviously. You've got Palace playing Spurs.
Mitrovic is dead.
Mitrovic, yeah, you got Mitrovic. So you've just got... I mean, I'll try and put something up. I'll bring my team up and try and move it for next week.
Yeah. Oh, you can do that, can't you, on that app?
Yeah, on the FF Pro app, you can. So I'm just going to post it in the group now.
Okay.
My team for game week 12.
You've got your Fulham players.
You could just do the same thing on Jossie's planner.
Yeah. So I'm just posting there. I've just posted up on the Cons group exactly what my team would look like next week.
So, you know what? City versus United, I don't think that's a terrible fixture for them.
No.
More than capable of delivering.
Aguero has a decent record, but, you know, right there, Mitrovic, maybe I wouldn't necessarily fancy Richarlison.
No.
To be honest.
But Chelsea players, absolutely. Your Liverpool players, absolutely.
Yeah, my West Ham players. So the issue is, that's part of the reason I'd want to sell Mitrovic. If I sell Mitrovic, I could potentially either bench Richarlison or just maybe hope he gets something. But I wouldn't necessarily want Mitrovic and Richarlison for that week, and Richarlison has Cardiff at home the week after Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, depending on how Mitrovic gets on against Huddersfield, he's so fucking long gone out of my team. It's ridiculous. I mean, I can't see anything but a blank out from next week, and I'm so pissed off. This is bloody Matt Phillips being held for the blanks all over again. Held him for 3 games. I
Yeah,
advise.
so I've been told by holding a player for Huddersfield once when Holebas didn't even turn up last week. So I'm expecting maybe something similar again.
I actually advised my girlfriend to buy Mitrovic because he had these lovely 3 fixtures.
He's done
And
that all.
Done naff all.
He's not even had a shot.
No.
It's like if he was getting the shots, he's not scored one thing. He's never had a bloody shot.
No. I'm there to blooming. I'm supposedly giving the advice here. I'm the knowledgeable one.
Right. Anyway, shall we have a look at Froggy's team?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let's have a look. Let me find it. Froggy when it got in, he did right at home. Go, Froggy, you're up.
We can only see you at the minute. Yes.
I know.
Oh, there we go.
You need a little bit of fucking Jossie on the cast. All you're looking at is fucking screenshots. So.
Am I the only one without Hazard?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
Hazard.
Yes.
6 flexing muscles. Hey! Right. Okay. So, what's he asked? We'd appreciate your thoughts on anything you've got on this lot. 2 free transfers and looking to shift Laka and Hoberg. Bring in Barkley and Fraser is out as an option, but not one I'm wildly keen on. So A, Fraser to Barkley and keep Laka, or B, Hoberg to Barkley and Laka to Arnie. It's B for me.
I like B.
B's very nice.
Yeah.
Hoberg to Barkley.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. If he does
biggest thing
to Arnie, how much has he got to upgrade Fraser?
Let's see. So Fraser to Barkley.
It's the same price.
You're right.
Did you guys notice the elephant in the room? He's got no Salah.
But he's not going to get there, is he? Not by someone.
No, he's not going to get to Salah. Like he's got Mane.
Not unless he loses Mane.
And bearing in mind, Mane matched Salah last week, much to most people's annoyance.
Oh, I was fuming. I was grinning with glee at how well my Salah move was going. And then, like, the late glance of Salah kept up with the assists. But all of a sudden, all the mugs in my league who just hung on to Mane fucking equaled his points. Thinking, I've done you by getting Salah in. I've done you, and I didn't. Bastards.
The thing is, if it wasn't for that injury, I probably would have had both of them. But that injury that ruled mine out, I was like, oh, great. I couldn't justify bringing him in. And once I'd done all the moves, I just had no money anymore.
Yeah, and you were fixated on bringing the 2 in, and we were all shouting you down for it, to be honest.
Yeah. I was thinking, if it hadn't been for the Salah injury, the Mane injury, I would have done it.
Yeah.
And I ended up just swapping them.
So let's
he's got a lot of money tied up in Lacazette.
And the Lacazette Arnie is going to free him up what now? 2.4?
Yeah. Significant, probably more like 2.6, 2.7. I think Lack is perfectly dumpable at this point. Arsenal's fixtures are toughening up a little bit.
Okay. And Arnie's a great shout for this week. So let's say he banks that 2.5. He then has go for Fraser.
If he does the same thing that I did with Alonso and sells him for a cheap asset, he might afford Salah for Fraser. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
And if he does, has anyone else noticed as well? He's playing Doherty over Robertson.
Well, I just think we don't see his final team because he's not made his moves yet. So
let's have a little look. Frog.
Yeah, how much has he got in the bank?
That's exactly what I'm wondering. If someone sees his team, and I'm being
him there, further up. He's doing. I'm sure he's quite high up. Keep going.
What's he called?
Yeah, knockout of growth. That's him.
There we
11.
go.
11.
So he has fuck all, 0.1 in the bank.
Oof.
So I think he's rearranged that. I think he's playing Doherty.
Yeah, I think that team is
he
right.
He could upgrade Richarlison to Salah. That's what I'd be looking to do. By
I wouldn't
losing
sell Richarlison this week.
I sold him this week.
Right at home. And
I
then
was
Cardiff at home in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was desperate for Mane, bro.
Oh, mate, I'm with you. I wish I could get Mane.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at before, was trying to turn Richarlison into Mane, but short of bringing in success, I don't think it would work. So I think I like B. I think I'd just do that.
I like
either
B.
B or if he can plan towards Salah in some way, because he's going to get hurt if he doesn't get Salah for the next 3 or 4, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, what he could do is just do Laka to Arnie and roll one, and then kind of do something to get Salah next week.
Yes.
So let's have a look.
Because everybody, I'm expecting like 200% or 150% effective ownership for Salah next week.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised.
Watford away, you could maybe keep him, but I mean, I had mine to sell Salah after Fulham because I don't think long term he's worth the 13 million or whatever investment.
I actually think he is, because I don't see anybody else standing up as a captaincy option this year. Aguero's doing 65 minutes. Kane's not doing much so far. Hazard actually isn't reliable as a captaincy option. So because of the lack of other options, I'm okay just keeping Salah because he's a good, safe armband option.
But you could get the same out of Mane, to be honest. I think the same could be said for 3 million less.
If you saw the highlights, I actually thought Mane was a little lucky last week. Like Salah's knocking on the door a lot more.
I mean, I'm looking at game week 13 and I'd be half tempted to captain Richarlison at home to Cardiff.
But he's shown no form.
Yeah, it's worth considering after Fulham we can look at it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, just briefly, Salah's ownership's only 35%. Even if everyone captains him, it's only Now, granted,
there's going to be a few triple captaincy chips used on him as well.
Yeah. It's tempting, to be honest.
I'll tell you what has just tempted me. Game week 13, Wolves at home to Huddersfield. I'm tempted by a cheeky Doherty.
Captaincy? Nah.
Yeah.
His best case scenario is like he's going to get another 12 or 15. Now, if you got 15 out of the triple captain, that's fantastic. But it's so hard for them to get that 15 compared to Salah could do it in a heartbeat. Salah could do it.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? That Watford, and with De Bruyne out the picture, De Bruyne was the guy I was eyeing up. With him out the picture, it's potentially worth hanging on to him maybe for another week. But it's how badly I need the money, in all honesty, because it's a lot of money tied up.
Yeah.
So we're leaning towards just doing Laka to Arnie and then looking at it again next week.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I don't think anybody else needs to go.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to play Fraser, if he's going to unless he's going to bench Fraser, there's absolutely no point in bringing Barkley in.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd probably just do Laka to Arnie and roll.
With you on that.
And play Fraser.
Yeah.
If you're not going to play him, you may as well sell him.
He can play Robertson and not bench Fraser.
I'm getting the impression he's going to bench Fraser if he does that.
Yeah,
Surely.
exactly.
Yeah, if you're not going to play him, you may as well just get rid. The fixtures. This is what we're talking about. The fixtures for Bournemouth just aren't great.
But
Yeah.
So
I think
either
Fraser's-
ride them out or just sell them or sell your assets.
if I was losing Fraser, I'd lose for somebody like a Murphy or a Diangana that might help fund the Salah move next week. That's my only.
Okay,
That
well,
would that's what.
let's quickly have a look at the numbers. If he gets, let's say, 2.5 million for doing Laka to Arnie, let's say he's got like about 2.6 to spend. If he bumps that on top of Richarlison, he is at a 9.3, 9.4, correct?
Yeah,
He's got to find himself another.
3 or 4 mil.
Yeah.
And Fraser to Diangana is not going to find that amount of cash.
Also downgrade. Would he? No, he's
Alonso to Diop or Duffy, it would have to be.
Or Balbuena.
Would that be enough? I mean, he's going to be able to sell Alonso for about what, 6.7?
Yeah, Alonso to Balbuena would probably free up
Fetch.
2.5 mil, something like that.
It's very. He's going to have to look at the numbers because it depends when he bought certain players, but it's very touch and go whether he could even fund that. If he can, it's a definite option. But then, if he does that for Richarlison, to holding on to Fraser,
Yeah.
which we're also not overly happy about, are we?
No, I'd rather hold Richarlison purely because I know he's got a difficult fixture in between, but Brighton this week and then Cardiff after the Chelsea game are 2 really good home fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if Richarlison's staying up front, his numbers are so badly down.
All right, guys, I've got to step out for a bit now, so I'm gonna see you guys soon then.
No
All
worries,
right, mate.
Ella.
Take it easy. Nice.
All right, take care, guys. Nice seeing you guys.
Okay, who else is in the group here? We've done.
If we've got nothing else, we need to look at the Cøntcast team.
Very quickly. And if B, which of Arnie or Wilson? Arnie, no fucking brainer.
Yeah, it's not even fixtures is absolutely an Arnie thing. It's not even an issue.
Fine.
That one.
No. So what were you saying, JK? Before I
Cøntcast team.
interrupted you? Cøntcast team. Good shout.
Let's have a look.
What I will
Let's
do-
make a decision now, or at least put it to a vote.
Yeah. Do you know the login details?
I do indeed. Oh fuck. That's a technical term. Isn't it?
Gross
password 69. Yeah.
Here we go. Gross password 69.
I think so.
Copy and paste it. I think this is a really frustrating thing with Mac at the moment. It doesn't, just with Google Chrome, it doesn't save the passwords. I think I need to reset me. Even though I saved them, every time it forgets them. So this is the lineup. First things first.
Yeah, we need to bring in Balbuena and probably Kennedy as well, to be honest. I'd maybe consider bringing Kennedy for Jimenez.
Yeah, Kennedy for Jimenez.
Oh, yeah, for Doherty, actually, yeah. Probably Doherty. Do we keep Jimenez? Maybe that's the move. We need to change the captaincy. Are we sticking the captaincy on Kun?
Absolutely, we are. VC Hazard still?
Probably Hazard.
Are we pulling? This is the thing. What are you guys doing? I mean, without going into Hazard again, are you going to stick with a VC of Hazard or JK? Or
at the minute, yeah, but I don't think it's going to matter. I can't see Aguero not starting.
Nor can I. Fine. So let's move on. So
how much have we got on the bank?
0.6.
0.6.
So if we go to the top first page,
Yeah, there isn't
We've
an
got
awful
two
lot we can do.
transfers to play with.
Yeah.
So
we haven't got enough.
one suggestion.
Well, Mitro to Arnie is an option.
Do we want to blow 0.5 of our 0.6 on getting a Fabianski in for Hamer?
All right, well, here's a suggestion. Why don't we do Trent to Dunk or Duffy, and does that give us Jimenez to Arnie? How much do we need to do Jimenez to Arnie if we lose Trent?
That is a good question. We have 4.3.
Oh, that's annoying because I think Dunk's 4.4.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Let me have a look who the defenders for 4.3.
You can't justifiably buy right now, can you?
No. Bennett, that's it. Or Diop, I think Diop is 4.3.
Well, yeah, but then
we've already got
Balbuena, and we can't buy Fabianski that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly annoying.
That is slightly annoying.
Well,
unless we want to just do it
is our fourth defender, so it's not the end of the world to have Bennett in there, is it? But
no, we could just do Mitro to Arnie, or we just wait a week for Arnie and either bring in Fabianski or do the classic Cøntcast thing and do nothing.
We have to do.
We've got two transfers. We've got two transfers.
You know, we've got two free transfers.
We've got two this week.
Yeah,
we got two.
Right. So, we may as well try for Arnie somehow.
This is next card, and we didn't even realise that we played here last week. We just fucking forgot.
Vintage Cøntcast.
Yes. We're back on track.
Let's do Hodgeberg to a Diagana.
That's no point. That's not going to give them cash.
So we can't roll. If we do, what can we do? Going once to. What are you doing?
Could we do Mitro to Arnie instead and just hold Jimenez for those two? Just stick him on the bench, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't a preferred move, but it isn't the end of the world.
Which?
I mean, that is
Mitro to Arnie.
Like one free transfer, Joss, is it? Just get.
Or we just do Hamer to Fabianski and roll the other transfer.
That's what I was thinking.
And then
I think Fabianski fixtures looks absolutely golden.
Yeah.
That's why
bring in Arnie. Next week we can bring in Arnie for Mitro and still have a free transfer to play with if we need it.
Yeah.
By the way, did the Cøntcast team manage to get Balbuena off the bench last week? Do we know?
Let's have a look. Oh, we must have done fucking everyone else bloody got.
Well, I mean, Robertson didn't turn up.
Højbjerg, Hazard.
Sneaky Balbuena, Højbjerg, Robertson, and Hazard.
Hey,
Sneaky Balbuena. Sorry?
The Cøntcast team got 11 out though. I didn't get 11 out. I know you didn't get 11 out, Jake.
I got 9 out.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know if we had this yet before. Have we ever had? Hey, remember my password? Wow. Have we ever had live transfers on a Cøntcast before?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
The week Prophet and Bo became bro sons, they did it both. They did it on the Cøntcast.
Right. Well, I'm going to do it. In goes Fabianski. I've decided now as I was talking to you, it's worth a hit, that. I want it in. I don't care what I do about fucking Hazard, which is probably not on now. I want that done, and it is done. Save team. Bloody lovely.
I mean, basically, we have almost identical teams, except you have Maddison and Barkley. I have Richarlison and Diangana.
Well, it's close. Right, so having done that, some live transfers, back to the cons, being really fucking selfish. Hey, all of a sudden it started saving me passwords. I don't know why. I'm over the moon.
Well,
I reckon we give her 2 or 3 options and put them to a vote. So option A should probably be Hamer to Fabianski and roll the other one.
Yes.
Option 2 would be Mitro to Arnie and roll a transfer.
Yeah. C.
What you mean? Go to Arnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight Mitro to Arnie. But the other one you suggested was Arnold out.
And Jimenez out. Arnie
and then we've got to go really fucking cheap, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Can we say Wan-Bissaka? Let's have a look. 4.3.
You have to be Wan-Bissaka.
So if we go, let's order them by price for a second. So we can discount all these 4.5s that are clouding up there, because there can't be many of them. So we're starting here.
Yeah, I'm in here.
We've got Rico. We've got any number of the Palace defenders, but you'd probably say Wan-Bissaka, wouldn't you? A Fulham defender? Maybe not. I heard Schindler being talked up earlier by the world's #1 FPL player.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have got a couple of nice home games coming up, and he was the best of the bunch for them last season because he was getting 9 points when they got a clean sheet.
Yeah, and he was making the point, and you'll probably know this, Craig, that Huddersfield, as winter approaches, is not a nice fucking journey. It's not a nice place to go.
I can attest, yes. Huddersfield in January is not a nice place to be. I can definitely.
He was trying to argue that could be certainly for some of the, for new foreigners in the country. Huddersfield could be a pretty horrible place.
If you look from now until next year, he's got 4 or 5 playable games there, which for a 5th defender.
Yeah, very
good.
Fulham at home, West Ham, Brighton at home, Newcastle, Southampton, Burnley. Lovely games there.
Who are we talking?
Well, look at the fixtures first. Let's not get biased by who we're talking about.
All right.
They're not bad.
I mean, Fulham at home. West Ham's not a great fixture, maybe. Wolves away. Brighton home. Did you watch them defend against Watford?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. That goal was rolled through.
Pereira's goal was literally running through mannequins.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not sure I go near that defence.
I was scrolling down the 4.3 list.
But this is our 5th defender.
I'd rather just get Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I think Wan-Bissaka. Because let's have a look. Eventually, Wan-Bissaka's fixtures must open up again.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they had a good run. So if you look to, say, 14...
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's still nice game, but nah, it's okay. Then it's shit. Then it's decent fixture. Then it's not great. I mean, the fixtures, they've had too much of a nice run.
Yeah, but they don't get another really good one.
No, they're hitting problematic fixtures. I mean, they've got little bursts, but at 4.3 million, what do you want?
This has been my argument. If he's your just bench fodder third sub.
Yeah, and let's be fair, if you were to put together, you've got 2 super premium strike defenders, you've got Doherty, who's almost perma-play, you've got Balbuena,
and you've got Balbuena, who's got a good run.
Lovely run. Wan-Bissaka could chip in here and there. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, I would personally do that, but we'll put it.
The only thing it does is it means we can't get Fabianski in.
True.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it isn't the end.
So we'll put it
the end of the world.
Yeah. The other option is if we're going down that route, if we can't get Fabianski in that way, we could also say that Diop is an option and double on the defence that way.
Yeah.
But at some point, we might be able to free up cash if we by losing Salah or Richarlison, someone like that. So,
well, my thoughts about generating some cash were that Mitrovic has to go next week.
Yeah. So Mitrovic could become
to a Jimenez or a well, maybe not Jimenez.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much is Nacho now?
5'9". But he's only got one goal this season.
Yeah, I know.
But
I mean, he is an option maybe.
And Leicester's fixtures are very nice in the next 6 or so.
Yeah. And who knows? I mean, this. I mean, we don't want to talk about it in these terms, but tragedy. Maybe it really galvanizes them here. Maybe they like turn the form around a little bit of their worries. But anyway,
let's look at his history, though. I mean, he's got those sort of few. I'd ideally like him this week, but obviously I can't get him this week. Well, I could, but it's not worth a hit to get rid of Mitchell.
It's
his record when he starts, his record when he starts is pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not terrible for the money. It might be worth a punt, but so that's another option. But I think we put those 3 options to the cons now.
Yeah, I go with that.
Fabianski, Mitrovic, Chouamani, or this double move.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We'll put that and we'll get a vote. I'll put a little straw poll vote together.
Mm-hmm.
That way, or just have a discussion.
Let's have a discussion. So we're here in case people watch this back. So, Josh, which of the 3 options would you go for?
Very good question. I think I'm so keen to get Fabianski for me personally. But I think I'd do this one. I like the idea of getting Arnautovic in this week. Good. What about you, JK?
Trig?
Yeah, I would do that as well. I think I'd like Fabianski, but I'm not desperate because Patricio's got 2 very nice games after these 2. And even if Fabianski only keeps like 1 clean sheet out of his next 2, he might not keep any. West Ham, aren't City, So I'm if I was wildcarding or if I had nothing else to do, I'd get Fabianski. But with Patricio, I don't think I'd be in a rush to get him right now.
Yeah, I'd probably incline towards this. Again, I just think the idea of getting Arnautovic in is quite appealing. We can offer them the choice of Diop or Wan-Bissaka either way.
Or Schindler.
I can't see many going for that, but yeah, Schindler. So we can offer them a choice, or even Kiko.
They have both Barkley options.
Kiko's 4-2.
Right. Well, when I present this option, I'll present it with an Arnie and
4.3 defender.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, who'd have thought Christian Fuchs would be 4.2?
Yeah. He was an absolute machine.
Mind you, I remember when Simpson was 3.9.
Yeah.
He was a legend.
But Christian Fuchs at 1 point was FPL gold.
He was a massive bandwagon.
Exactly. Why is nobody come in for him? He's like too good to be rotting on that Leicester bench. There's a good player in there somewhere.
It's some lower in the division.
From Robert Huth a few weeks ago. He was asked how a defence a back four of Simpson, Morgan, Houston, and Fuchs ever won a Premier League title.
Frank Kante.
Yeah, his answer was Kante.
And he's fucking right as well.
He's a brilliant guy, Robbie. He's so funny.
So we've been on a while. Have we got anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think we're done.
Well, do you want to just, since I've sat here for an hour listening about Hazard, do you just want to have a look at my team quickly? I put it up on the group.
We're not start with your team, but yeah, that's fine. What I would say,
I think I know what I'm doing, but just a fresh look. I'm not even going to say what my plans are. What would you do with that team?
No, we didn't. Sorry, I was just scrolling up because I thought, so look at your team, and I apologise, Trick. We talked about your team. So you think you already decided what you're doing. What have you got in the bank?
Lacazette, Arnie.
I've got 0.3 in the bank and 1 free transfer.
Well, I sort of know what your plans are, and I approved them at the time that it would be Lacazette and Peltier to Arnie and Mendy.
Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking of as well is maybe if I do Lacazette to Arnie, could I do something like Pereira or Martial to Mane? Like, who's more important this week, Mane or Mendy?
This week it's Mendy.
Next
week it's Mane.
Yeah.
Next week absolutely Mane. But then if you get Mendy, can you get Mane next week? Presumably not.
Probably not.
No.
So if you're going to say who's the most important over the next 2 weeks, Mane
or Mendy.
Let's say like over the next 2 or 3 weeks, for example, because you want to. Let's not bank on one fixture that might not happen. Southampton nick 1 goal, he gets a goal.
Yeah,
and then Minden gets 5 points.
Yeah.
I
also have got a wild card left.
Okay. Does it need it? Nah. And to be honest, what I would say, I would probably be tempted to do the Mane move because you could so easily lose Trippier for Mendy.
Yeah, I was just going that.
True,
yeah. Well, I mean, Peltier's got to go at some point, but I don't.
What I could do this week then is just do maybe Lacazette and Tripp to Mendy and Arnie. Yeah. Then that leaves me with enough money in the bank to do Martial
to get in Mane. Yeah, that's possible.
That's exactly what I do.
Who played in the League Cup? Who played in the League Cup? Trippier or Aurier? I'm just wary that Trippier out could backfire this week.
Well, yeah, true.
It depends on whether Poch wants him for the Champions League or not.
Any quality player. See, this is the funny thing. Sometimes we talk on the group, and I'll talk about, right, I want to sell such and such a player, and people are like, we can't sell him because he could always score a big goal. And it's like, yeah, but any decent player,
absolutely, yeah, of course. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, be prepared for backfire. But I would probably do it because it allows you to get that Mane move in next week. Because I wouldn't be in a rush to get rid of Martial or Pereira this week.
Yeah.
Correct. I like that
but
idea.
Next week, it's justifiable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then to be honest, I don't mind doing Martial to Mane next week at all.
Yeah. And once you've got those two in, you can easily enough lose one of them back to an option 2 or 3 million less. And it gives you the money then to switch out Peltier for someone like Doherty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point soon, I will need to wildcard, so Peltier will end up coming out.
Yeah, Peltier and Dale yellow card Stevens.
Yeah. Yeah, I might do that then, to be honest.
Look at your team. Where's Hazard?
Well, that's the point. It's hazardous, you know.
Buying him. He has never done anything for me, that boy.
That's why I won't buy
Good, well,
Wilson.
don't buy him.
That's why I will not buy Wilson.
Well,
He'll always
okay.
score unless he's in my team, in which case you can guarantee he won't.
All right. Well, then on that note, Trig, please don't buy Hazard. And JK, could you please buy Wilson? Because he's
he's killing me. Yeah. The one surefire way to stop Wilson, I'll buy him. It's like one surefire way to stop West Brom keeping a clean sheet.
It's like I managed to
defenders.
break Wolves' defence by buying Patricio. And that's the worst.
And you fixed West Brom.
Foster to Patricio has cost me about 15 points.
Yeah, you fixed West Brom's defence. You broke Holebas in the process, but you fixed West Brom's defence.
And everyone's giving it out where Patricio is set and forget and don't worry about. But honestly, I actually got Foster in the Fantrax draft league that we did, and I was really pissed off because I wanted Leno, and someone stole Leno off me right at and I've got to end up with Foster, and thank God. Because he's just kept clean sheet.
That being said, remember that I started with Pickford.
At the start of the season?
I started with Pickford. He did nothing for about 5 weeks, and in the last 4 weeks, he's had 1 clean sheet and 2 clean sheets and 2 pen saves.
I know.
Outrageous.
He was literally just doing nothing for weeks on end, and
now he's doing bits.
Yeah, now he's doing that. Unlike PVA, who isn't doing bits. He did get me that 11 points.
He can't save a pen every week.
No, he did get me that 11 pointer in week 1, actually. PVA.
Yeah, true.
But PVA, he's embarrassed himself a bit, hasn't he, with his doing bits league, talking big about football, and he's doing fuck all.
He did get that goal against Bournemouth, but.
Right, boys. I think that's me done. It's been a long one. It's been a good one. Enjoyed it.
No other business.
No other business.
1 live transfer. Fabianski in. Clean sheet better be coming. Swear to God. That's what whiskey does to you. See.
That was cool when we started.
Right. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Good night to me.
Joss.
Good game week, everyone.
Yeah, best of luck, guys.